I got to push record, Monty. I got to push record.
Push record, Joe.
All right. I'll do that right now. This is gonna be a fun one already. All right. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the next episode of Joe Kelley's Psychedelic Experience. It's your old pal Joe saying, hey, big special episode. The most special episode of all time. 2 special celebrities on this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Weber from the Nateland Podcast is back. That's where you know him from.
Happy to be back, man.
Hell yeah. And then, this next guy, Monty Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen, big celebrity. You've seen him reoccurring on America's Most Wanted just about every weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Monty. He keeps dipping in and out. Hey, Monty.
Yeah.
What's up,
Joe.
fellas? How is everybody?
I'm great,
good.
man. Monty's Zoom name is Night Wolf.
Yeah, it is.
Don't mess with me.
What's that all about, man?
Don't mess with me, man. I'm not Wolf.
Have you been having some threatening Zoom calls? Why are you trying to scare people on Zoom, man?
No, it's whenever I was Zooming with my parents, I changed it just for fun.
Okay.
Yeah, Night Wolf.
I love it. I'm happy to be back, man. This is Monty's 3rd episode.
3rd episode, 3rd time, fourth or fifth time. We've done a few, but Aaron, we've gone through this too. Sometimes you do episodes that don't see the day of light, the light of day, I should say.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, it happens, man.
It sure does. Not everything can be a winner, and not everything is worth sharing. Some people need to hear that lesson. I know that. Not everything you fucking do needs to be out into the world, everybody. It's okay to throw shit away. But this is fun, Aaron. This was Aaron's idea, Monty. Aaron's like, we should do one with Monty. So get you on, get you.
Yeah, I was listening. I listened to the last ones. I want to be a part of the madness, man.
Yeah.
I just want a front row seat.
It's Joe's filthy mouth that
ruins
everything.
No, it's just Joe wants to drop names and Monty never wants to. And
doesn't want to say a goddamn thing about nobody ever.
Exactly. You're burning bridges you ain't even crossed yet, Joe.
Hell yeah, fuck them. There ain't no bridges left, Monty. There ain't not now. Now since we have our official president now, there ain't no bridges left for us. Those guys like us, you know what I'm saying, fellas?
Oh no.
Us bush hat wearing hillbillies. There's no hope now. We're down on our luck.
Whatever, dude.
So down 2024 though, right, boys? We can all rally.
For who?
For Trump. He's running again, is he not?
Dude, he'll be dead by then.
No way.
They're both going to be dead by then.
They'll give him that Dick Cheney thing where you're not a real person, you don't have a heartbeat, and he'll just be alive.
Be like Futurama, where his head's in a jar, and they just keep you alive forever.
That might be, man.
I hope it happens.
Have y'all not seen Futurama? Why'd y'all just look at me like I was stupid?
I've seen enough to know what you're talking about. I don't get fired up about it, though. It's not one of my favorite shows. I mean,
it's not my favorite show, but I've watched it.
Was I supposed to gasp at that reference?
You were supposed to go, yeah, just like that.
Real excited.
All right, wow, dude.
You nailed it, Monty. You nailed it.
That was
what a great analogy.
Yeah, that was good.
It was pretty good.
I still got sleepy eyes.
That's all right. You just woke up. You wanted to start early, and you just woke up.
I did.
Disrespectful.
How'd the show go last night, Monty?
Oh, yeah, you had a show.
Oh, it was... those have been so fun.
Yeah, Monty Mitchell Mondays at Zany's? Or whatever they're called.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you've been
but
doing
they've
great.
They've all been so fun. Last night was not the best.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But
why is that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Were there not many people there? I went to a show last night that there wasn't even a show happening. Someone told me there was a show, and I went and just sat in the cold for about 15 minutes before I smartened up.
Really? An outside show?
Yeah, of course. No one's doing anything inside in Atlanta, really.
What about outside the city, like some of the shows that you do?
Yeah, we're doing shit inside for sure.
Okay.
But yeah, because it's just cold it's getting cold as fuck down here. So I didn't know if that is like maybe affecting the turnout for your for your Monday show?
No, it's
I
inside.
don't know what it was. I think maybe it's just because Thanksgiving. I don't know if everybody's. It wasn't as big a turnout, but it was still
Okay.
like. I mean, the whole bottom was full.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. For a Monday night, it's pretty great.
That's solid. So what are they? Is
And
it just like showcase surprise lineup on Mondays? Is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Okay.
And so,
They should let Monty do Mondays. Just close everything out.
well, you got like
Every
last
Monday.
night, Theo Vaughn popped in.
Oh,
Jeff Allen.
did he still have my
Dusty.
fucking pants?
Who?
I forgot about that.
Rocky.
Does Monty know that story?
No, I think
What?
you do. Where Theo borrowed my pants one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Right when I came back from Seattle.
He said on his podcast, he was like, they say you know somebody if you walk a mile in their shoes. Try doing 20 minutes in their pants. Then you'll really get to know somebody.
Glad it worked out well for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Theo, Rocky
Ain't
Dale
helped me a
Davis,
lick.
Rocky Dale Davis.
Rocky. I saw Rocky last weekend.
Yeah. Nate closed it out.
Okay.
And so, I mean, it was a good packed show. But the crowd just wasn't into it. Just seemed like, I don't know.
Monty, I was just telling Joe about my headline at the Stardome a couple Thursdays ago.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Well, it went great, all things considered, but we had a table in the front that was very combative right out of the gates. They were
down in that little on the floor.
On the floor, right in the front.
Yeah,
they were hammered. They were talking, saying mean stuff to every comic. And
is this a weekend show or was it a Wednesday?
It's a Thursday night. This is nobody knows who I am. So Chance Willie is with me, and they're being mean to Chance, and Chance lays in on him.
Oh yes.
And it's this, it's a white table in the front, and then the rest of the room is black. And he's destroying this white table, and everybody loves it. And they deserve it. They've been mean the whole show, and he finally lays in on him. By the time I get up, they're furious, and they're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
When I'm on stage, I say one thing. This woman storms the stage at me.
What?
And goes, you're an a-hole. All this stuff. Starts yelling.
What?
At me. Yeah, I'm like, I don't even know what I did. And she's like, yeah, I used to be a fan, but you suck, all this stuff. So she gets kicked out. The staff handled it great, but it was just such a just
wow
drunk table. I've never had anybody attack me. I mean, y'all know my act. I don't.
Yeah.
What am I saying to offend?
You're very
people?
Controversial, Eric.
I know, right? I'm always stirring the pot.
You and your caravan jokes really get people riled up.
My minivan jokes?
Your old
trail mix jokes. Fucking going to McDonald's jokes.
Oh, man, it gets people fired
what could
up.
really get them? Subway jokes.
Yeah, I'm firing on all cylinders, man.
Fat jokes.
They did not like it. They hated me.
I don't know what you expect, Weber. You go out there with them kind of controversial jokes, you're going to get...
Dude, Chance destroyed this guy. This guy said something mean to him, and he just goes, "Hey, can we keep an eye on this active shooter looking dude up here in the front?" And they loved it. He was like making fun of the guy. He kept calling him like a GameStop employee. It was so good.
Was Chance featured?
Yeah, he did like 20 minutes right before me.
So
but there were like 4 comics on the show, and they were talking to everybody.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. How many before Chance got up there?
Yeah,
were y'all talking about it?
Walker.
Spirit Walker? Hold on. Did you just say Spirit Walker?
Spirit Walker. Yeah, he's an older Native American man.
Okay.
And he walked out there, and they were mean to him. And then Chris Ivey, you guys know Chris Ivey. He did a guest spot, and he did really well. And they were mean to him. So
what's this Spirit Walker fella talking about exactly? What's he got? A lot of trash jokes, something like that.
Wait, what do you mean trash jokes?
Trash on the side
of the interstate. Yeah. That's the only thing I know about Indians in today's world is they get upset about trash.
Yeah, that makes them cry.
Dude, he's just doing stand up. He's just an older guy, and he's just doing some stand-up.
But why is his name Spirit Walker if he's not doing any Spirit Walker type material?
Because that's his name. He's Native American.
That's not his fucking name. His name's...
You think that's on his birth certificate? You think it's like Spirit Walker?
Was he wearing blue jeans? Was he wearing jeans?
No.
What was he wearing?
Maybe wearing jeans. I don't know.
If he wasn't wearing rawhide, he ain't no
That's his real name,
Walker.
though. That's what he goes by. The point is,
did you bring him or did Stardome?
He's a local guy, so the club booked him. I'd met him before. Okay. And he does well there, but they were just mean right off the bat to him.
That makes sense.
And him and Chris were nice. They just kept trying to move on. And Chance was nice for a while, and then he was just like, "All right, I'm going in."
Was y'all talking about it backstage?
Oh yeah, man. It was. I mean, it was a huge thing. I mean,
you could hear it. You could see it.
Yeah, I mean, the whole show was about them.
Okay.
Once they were gone, how'd it go?
I had like 30 minutes left after they left, so it was such a I've never had to handle that kind of moment.
Mm.
So like they left, and then I said one thing, and then I tried to move on, and then I went back to it. And I was like, I don't even think I said anything mean. They had left a hamburger on their table, and I was really thinking about leaning down and eating it. In my head, I'd be like, "Oh, that'd be a hilarious moment." This table gets kicked out, and I just reached down, but it was like a half-eaten burger, and it's COVID, so I was like,
"Yeah,
eat the other side. Start with the other side."
I could have, yeah.
For the sake of the joke, man. Come on.
Right?
Did they get on board with anything afterward?
They did. They got on board with. It kind of rallied everybody around me because they all hated this table.
Yeah.
Okay. So you didn't have to eat the burger.
No, I was just like thinking of what to do. Like, how do I get back to the set? Because I got a lot of time.
Right.
So I said, like, where do you think they were from? And everybody goes, Coleman. Like everybody in unison. That got a huge laugh. So I was like, all right, let's, then I was thought about eating that burger. And they were all singing "na na na na" as they were getting out. So they were on board. They all hated these people.
But you got to do that. You got to wait till the audience is on board with hating them before you can go after them. So
and sometimes that's tough. Y'all know if somebody's in the front, then the crowd can't even hear them most of the time.
Right.
But they knew these people were. I mean, there's a manager at the table trying to kick them out, and they refused to leave. Then they complained about their bill. I mean, they were just the worst.
Ugh,
that was Chance's first time at the Stardome. Baptism by fire.
Yeah. Oh, I remember my first time at the Stardome.
What happened?
I was featuring for Cletus, and I was supposed to do 20 minutes, and Matt Mitchell was hosting, and that's Matt Mitchell. He's from there, and so he gets up there, and he destroys. But somebody told me that place is so big, you kind of got to wait a little extra second before the laughs come back to you. And I don't know. But I get up there. I tell my first joke, nothing. I tell my second joke, nothing. And I start just machine gunning through my whole set.
Yeah.
Supposed to do 20 minutes. I did 10. And I'm walking off stage. Cletus is like, "What are you doing? You're supposed," because that's 10 minutes that he's got to fill now. And his act is very precise.
Right.
Like he does songs and then he'll do a few jokes. 10 minutes, that puts him at having to do, that might be 3 more songs that he has to add, or 10 minutes of making something up that he, at that point, really didn't have that skill. He stuck to his set list and that was it. Oh, it made him so mad. But I did so bad that they made me MC and made Matt Mitchell feature the rest of the weekend. Oh my gosh.
Man. Yeah, dude,
I did the same thing there. I did the exact same thing. I've only been there
once
with Mo Alexander yet. I didn't know how much time I was supposed to do. So I thought I was doing like 20. But we did a Wednesday, Thursday, and that Wednesday night was not going good at all. So I did 18. And I was like, that's close enough. And then Mo's like, "You're supposed to do like 30, man. What are you doing?" And I was like, "What? They're doing 30 as a fucking feature? Like, what? No one told me shit about that."
2-man show.
Wow.
No, we had a host.
Oh.
But either way, it's like, fuck, man. I thought it was 20. I was like, okay, that's about good. This was a terrible, awful fucking show. And then the next night was no better. I just knew, I was like, well, I'm filling time, so I'm just going to stand here. And then when I told, like right towards the end of my set, I was like, I got to get out of here. Everyone just stood up and started clapping. But I was like, well, I really got 2 more jokes to tell, so I just waited until they were done clapping, and then I was like, I'm not leaving just yet. I can't. I told my other jokes, and that's it. Because I knew it wasn't gonna. I already knew how bad it was going to be. So at that point, it's like, fuck it. I've already been through it once. Like, okay, I know how bad this is. The same thing with Jackson or any room that's just tough. It's like once you get through the first tough one. It's okay, I'll just stand here and run my mouth if that's what I have to do. If I'm just filling time, if that's my goal, I could do that. They're not going to like me.
Yeah, I've had bad sets at Stardome, and once you have a bad set there, you're like, all right, I'm no longer scared of it.
Yeah.
You know, I've already been through the worst. I mean, it can always get worse, but once you get a bad one in,
someone can attack you.
Right, that's true. That's true.
So can always come after you.
Yeah, somebody could storm the stage at me.
I'm always scared of that room till I do good again, you know. So Stardome. So the rest of the weekend for me, MCing was fine. Fine. They laughed and I was satisfied with it, but it's still. So I went back and I featured for Janet Williams, and I did. It was good, and so now, you know, it's what you're getting into whenever you go down there. And it's just like Jackson, you know.
I've never been invited back.
To Stardome?
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've been.
When was that, Joe?
Fuck, man. I can't remember now. That would have been
years ago.
A year and a half or so. Maybe like something like that. Maybe like 2 or even like the sound booth guy, he's like, you're real funny, but probably just not for this crowd. He's like, if we had somebody here that would get you, like someone like a headliner, that weren't just paper in the room, like, cause it's that Wednesday, Thursday shit's just like free tickets, whatever.
Yeah.
But they were like, if we
Wednesday,
had
Thursday,
someone wacky
Sunday.
here, you said what?
Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, they paper it.
Yeah.
Okay. They only do fucking 2 nights there. It probably depends who's coming through.
Right.
The first time I did that open mic in the side room, I think it was D.L. Hughley, like was in the main room, and I've never heard anything louder in my life. Those doors, they had the doors shut and they were like vibrating, man. Those people were going absolutely insane for D.L. Hughley. Just all night, the doors just shaking in the whole building. It was absolutely incredible.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
we went down and did that just to watch Ricky Smiley does a karaoke show there on Monday nights. It was the wildest show I've ever seen. I was in the back. Is it
full?
Sold out. This is a while ago. This was before COVID, but they sell it out every Monday. They do karaoke. The place is like alive in a way I've never seen before.
And people get up on the big stage.
Oh, sing. Yeah. And it's a big deal to get called up. And they'll, if you're good, they go nuts. And if you're not good, they don't. and Ricky Smiley's so good, dude. He's just walking around. He's not doing any material. He's just, he's MCing. He's just walking around, just killing.
Wow.
It's a lot of fun, man.
Is it like an hour and a half, or are they going like all day with it?
Dude, it's like 3 hours probably. We only stayed like 2 hours, and they were still going.
Oh, I forgot. I've been down there since Janet. I did me and Jay Stevens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know
we talked about that.
He's how'd that one go?
That one went fine too. So, yeah. But
Jay's
it's always
one of the top 5 nicest people I've ever met in comedy.
Yeah, he is. We went and ate at the barbecue place next to the hotel. Oh my God, that Jim and what is it? Jim and Smith.
Jim and Nick's.
Oh my gosh, that is the best barbecue.
Yeah, it's
anyways,
good,
Jay, he's huge. He works out. I don't know. I think he's in his 50s and he still looks like 30.
I think late 40s. Yeah, he's way older than he looks. He's got kids that are my age.
Yeah, and So we go over there, and he gets like this sampler platter, and it's ribs, it's pulled pork, it's baby back ribs, spare ribs, and it's like sliced beef. I mean, it's just this enormous plate, and I get like pulled pork, and I have to get a to-go box for mine, and he cleared his whole plate. I was like, this is amazing. But we talked comedy. He was super nice.
Yeah,
he's a great dude.
Well,
Anytime.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was just like, anytime, there was always a thing, anytime we went out to Jackson with Monty, anytime we took like me and Hinderleiter, we'd always want to stop at a buffet, like on that Sunday on the way back.
Oh my
so
God.
Monty would always be against it, but we'd always end up doing it. So Monty would pay like $16 and eat like a half a salad and like a chicken leg. It just.
You don't eat that much, Monty? You don't eat that much?
I don't. I guess not compared to them guys. They're going back.
Nothing. He didn't eat anything.
It's a whole afternoon. If we go to a buffet, it's just like, you might as well scratch off that day.
It is the thing too, where it's like we're definitely hungover.
Yeah, but y'all you and Brad try to out eat each other. It's just a competition.
It wasn't. He tried to make it a comp. I was just eating what I normally eat, and Brad tried to nut up, and he couldn't hang.
I don't know. It's horrible.
That's just sitting there. That's Tuesday afternoon lunch for me, buddy.
Just sitting there watching them eat, just gluttony all over the place.
Can I tell you? I just did. So
Monty, you drank 36 beers the night before, and you want to talk about gluttony? Fuck out of here with that shit.
That's fair. No argument to that. Dude, I just did my taxes for last year.
Just late. Now?
Yeah, I just did them. I did them late because anyway. Something happened. I had to get an extension, and then I forgot about it. So,
yeah, I did. I didn't send mine in until July. So
well, they were due. It was due July this year.
No, but mine were. It was still 2 weeks after that.
Oh yeah. Well,
I didn't file extension or anything. I just like. Oh yeah. Am I going to jail? I don't know.
No, they don't. Well,
anyways, go ahead.
First time I was going through to like find deductions and stuff like for comedy.
Yeah.
So she was like, dig through. I went to H&R Block and just met with this woman. She just talked me through it. And she goes, go through your credit card statements and match it up with like your stand-up schedule, and you can write off all those meals. Dude, you know what's depressing is just looking at where you've eaten just on all these. I did a week. I found a weekend at the Stardome, and I ate at that Steak and Shake across from the hotel.
Yeah.
3 consecutive nights. I don't know what I got, but I got the same thing every night because it was the same price of just 3 nights in a row. And then I'd just find a weekend, and it'd be like Denny's. And then the next night, Waffle House. And then Waffle House the next morning. And then IHOP that night. And I'm like, golly, dude.
Oh, yeah.
It was depressing going through. It was just a Hardee's at 5 a.m. in like, a random city in Alabama. Like, God, man, I got to get it together, dude.
How much are you going to get back just from food alone?
I mean, I got like 4,000 in deductions from fast food, dude.
I've wore out that Taco Bell across the street from the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I've been just every night.
There's just bear traps all around that hotel, man.
They'll
perfect. Get you.
It's perfect. It's right there next to everything. But
it is fun to see how much money, especially from comedy, just goes to food. Really, food and gas, especially if you're driving, because that's like it.
Right.
Yeah, gas.
It's a lot of shit food.
Well, Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I don't do like gas. I just do the mileage.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah, that's what I did. It's just the mileage added it up.
This year is going to be so funny when we figure it up because we didn't travel. I'm going to compare, but I think last year I traveled probably 22,000 miles for comedy shows. I think.
Yeah.
And this year, I bet you don't break 10,000 miles,
Yeah. Well, it's just you haven't been allowed to do comedy for like half the year.
I knew that was coming. We lost him. I think he might have dropped out of the whole. We lost him entirely.
It started, him like lagging, but it sounded like he was talking slow.
Yeah.
He's like 22,000 miles.
Yeah, didn't want to stop him.
I was like,
hello? And then he's just gone.
I miss him already. Let's
get him. Yeah. But it is like, you've probably driven more than both of us too, because you're still doing like some weekends here and there. Do you fly at all, Aaron? Are you into flying? Is that your thing?
Unless like the gig does it for me, I almost never fly.
Yeah.
I think once I just used my Southwest points and flew to Jacksonville because I didn't feel like the day before I was like, man, I don't feel like driving. But most of the time, I'm not working. We're not working super far away. A lot of these places. So if it's like 10 hours and under, I'll just knock it out.
It's nice to that's my preference too, because it's always like you don't feel trapped that way either. Because if you're staying at a hotel and it's like, where do I go? I can walk maybe a square mile or something like that.
I'm not supposed to get a rental car, it's just
so you can be a big headliner and have somebody from the club drive you around.
Yeah, just be your personal chauffeur. Monty's back. The night
back, Monty?
Is in the
back. Sorry, guys.
It's all right.
Good.
It's my hillbilly Wi-Fi.
You got 5G out in Cookeville yet?
Hell no.
Have you watched that hillbilly movie on Netflix that everybody's talking about yet?
What's it called?
The Hillbilly Elegy?
No.
With Amy Adams and Glenn Close? No, I saw the trailer on Netflix, and then I opened up Twitter, and it's trending on Twitter. Everybody's trashing it.
Okay.
I thought it looked
so it's not a documentary.
No, it's a movie.
So have y'all watched what's the
Wonderful Whites of West Virginia?
Yes,
I have.
Yeah, we watched that last week.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Well, that's what this movie looks like. It looks like a movie form of that kind of situation. It's like a pill addict, and her son is,
Yeah. Those white, that's been, I haven't seen that. I'd never seen that up until last week, but it's like something, it's all fun and dandy or whatever. It's all, look at these hillbillies, but there's something that's like, when they start snorting pills after they just had the baby in the hospital room, it's like, oh man, this is like, it's like bum fights in a way. You remember bum fights when they came out and it's like, oh, we're exploiting people. And it's like, now that's all now it's okay to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Aren't they like snort, they crush up a Xanax or something on the bedside table.
Yeah.
Right.
After giving birth. Yeah, probably something. And just doing rails after you had a baby.
That's when you're like, this is only kind of funny now.
Yeah. I kind of tapped out. I didn't finish it. I didn't watch it till the end, but I definitely tapped out around there.
It just gets more and more depressing.
Man, this is a bummer. Yeah, it's fun at first. Everyone's being wild, shooting guns and going to jail and not giving a damn and whatever. It's like, oh, cool. Outlaw hillbillies. And it's like, oh, these are just drug addicts, man.
Did you get to the scene where like they're going to, it's like a grandmother's birthday party. They're like, let's just get everybody together. And then that turns into like blowing lines and
yeah.
It's just like, oh my gosh. It's like the grandma. And she's just sitting there. Yeah, she's just like watching them like, I can't do anything about it.
Aren't they from Nashville or where are they from somewhere in Tennessee? Isn't there some relation they have to Nashville? Like he became like a cool guy in Nashville?
Oh,
don't even put that on Nashville.
I'm not trying to, but I just know I first heard of them. You remember Jamie? Whenever we used to do the little film series or whatever that we were doing, Monty, that web series stuff, whenever I'd house sit for them, she had like their poster on their fridge. So she was telling me about it.
Oh, yeah, she loved them.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's a Tennessee thing.
No.
Like, don't put that on Nashville. You're not even from Nashville, Monty. What are you worried about?
I feel like it. Might as well be. I spend as much time there as I do at home.
So. That's true.
In Cookeville, yeah. That makes sense.
Like I know more about what's going on in Nashville with the mayors and all that stuff than I do what's happening in Cookeville.
What's going on with the mayor's ear?
Just him. Is he shutting it down? Is he leaving it open? What are we doing?
With all the COVID regulations.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Didn't they put a cap on only 8 people can gather this week?
Yeah. Like, I dare you to enforce that
For
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
Day.
rules, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I dare you to go bust in somebody's house
Yeah.
and mess up their Thanksgiving dinner. I mean, that's going to be like this guy, this mayor. I'm not, he just,
Let loose,
he's,
Monty. It's okay.
no, it's just, my job, he shut us down and he'd open us back up and then he'd shut us back down. And it was like, this year has never recovered, where Gatlinburg has been wide open the whole time since they reopened. There's no flip flop on closing down and reopening. And Nashville's so inconsistent. Tourists don't know whether to come or not. And it just, all right, that's all.
It's a flaw in leadership.
You get no help. It's like, if you're going to shut us down, give us some money, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I want to work. I want to work.
I think most people do.
Yeah. And give us some money if you're going to, the unemployment isn't enough whenever, and that right there didn't kick in because, we're gig workers and that didn't kick in for a couple of months. So luckily I had a little bit of savings, but you go through that pretty quick. You realize if you've got nothing coming in and everything's going out.
Got $1,200 once, which is pretty insane that's all you got. I mean, it's pretty nice to get that at the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, let's keep doing it.
I didn't get my Trump money like when everybody else did for whatever reason. And so whenever I got my Trump money was like in July, we were still shut down. So it came at the perfect time for me.
Oh, good.
I still haven't gotten that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you file taxes last year?
In 2019, yeah.
Yeah.
Not 2020.
Oh, what's the holdup?
I don't know. I think maybe a lot of address changes and switching banks and all that nonsense sort of thing. Because I did move right before all the lockdown. I don't know. I think there's a website I can go to file to get it, but it has to do with like validating your identity through the IRS. And it's like, I don't know. I didn't file. I don't want to fuck with the IRS.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I just want the money.
Right.
I just want because I'm an American,
Right.
But I might try it anyway, especially if they're talking about a round 2 or something like that. I don't. It's what the hell are you supposed to do? And the thing with Nashville too, where it's like you just keep. And we lost Monty again.
He started walking around. I was like, he's going mobile, dude.
The whole restarting thing is just so hard on people. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like you're just messing with them at some point. And it's like, are you telling me you don't know, like you have no faith in your own decisions as like the leader of the city or whatever, where you can't stick with a decision you make?
Right. Yeah, dude.
It's nonsense.
It's super frustrating.
Well, he got caught. Nashville mayor got caught lying about the COVID numbers. They were lower than what, and he hid it. He hid the numbers and still kept everybody closed down.
Right.
And so now he has like no credibility. And to me, and wanting to do this gathering of 8, rule of 8.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I feel like everybody's like,
And it's why haven't you been doing the rule of 8 the whole time? Why does it have to be just for the holidays all of a sudden? Hasn't it been 10 hasn't been 10 people up until Thanksgiving? Hasn't been
No,
there are restrictions. It's been 10.
No, it's been like half capacity. I think they even got up to like 75% capacity. And then all of a sudden he shut it down.
Yeah, well, this is the first time I think there's been a cap on like private gatherings at your house. You're not allowed to you can't have like 10 people at your house right now. So all these families can't have people over,
I mean, he's insane, right? He's also the one that gave the biggest property tax raise in Nashville history during all this. Everybody's out of work.
30 something percent. I mean,
yeah, 34% tax increase when people are hurting the most.
Right.
Do you think that had anything to do with how many people were moving to Nashville during all this?
I don't know. I'm sure they're trying to capitalize on it somehow. Right?
I'd think so.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about property taxes.
I heard that there's like these musicians that have been
gave it a shot.
The musicians that were trying to they're just out here doing these bar shows and stuff, trying to get some traction, and they've all had to go home during all this because they couldn't afford. There's nothing to do. I mean, it's just like you might have to wait tables for secondary income and to support comedy, and this comes along and it shuts down your secondary job. This is the worst case scenario ever. Like Renard, where he's substitute teaches, for secondary, all that shut down. He hadn't, there was no income for anybody. So I don't know. Is this supposed to be a funny podcast?
It doesn't have to be. No.
Because it sure as hell ain't, right?
Been a lot of doom and gloom so far. Dude.
Well, it's just, we're all going through it right now.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, there is I think it's good to talk about the doom and gloom and sort of the reality of it. Because a lot of people just are like, we're just waiting for everything to just switch around and just be like it was, and everyone wants to, everyone wants to have the same life that they did, but it doesn't seem like that's happening, and I'm glad a bunch of people got unemployment. I got unemployment and all that shit, but some people haven't. Some people are really fucked.
Yeah. Well, that's what it was for Tennessee, the gig workers. It took a couple of months for them to get that in, get that going. I don't know, because you wasn't if you're 1099, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They didn't have an option for you whenever it's all started.
Yeah.
So.
Listen, things are going to get better. We're all going to get back on the road. We're all going to get back to our normal lives.
You going to take that vaccine?
I will. Hell yeah.
Take it. I'll take it as soon as I can.
I will too. I'll be first in line.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting outside the health clinic like a rock band. Groupie.
Camping out the night before.
I camp out all night long getting that vaccine, baby.
Did you see that In-N-Out that opened in Colorado? And people were lined up to be the first to eat there like 3 days in advance.
What?
People were lined up in their cars miles.
No,
miles
I've had In-N-Out. It ain't that good.
It's okay, right?
It's pretty good. I like
Five
it.
Guys is just as good.
Five Guys doesn't have a window though.
That's true. Five Guys there's not a drive-through.
Yeah.
As
far as burger goes that you get from a window.
Are y'all that lazy that you can't walk into the restaurant and get your damn hamburger?
No.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'll do everything drive-through if I can. I'll keep my car dirty till I find one of those drive-through trash cans. You know what I'm talking about? Those trash cans that like come out.
With the long neck, yeah.
Oh, yeah, with the long neck, and you can just put everything in there. I don't have to get out of the car. I love it, dude. They have oil change places now where you don't have to get out of the car.
You don't have to get out of your car for anything anymore, really.
Yeah.
People just bring you your stuff.
Right.
Contactless, even though there's still contact.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. That's the best thing about all this is to-go orders. Is really they've mastered that. I think. I love a to-go order.
There was a lot of kinks in the system of to-go orders before everything shut down, but now.
Yeah, I think they've got it.
It's real. They couldn't figure out how to get people their food up until this point, but thank God they got it all figured out.
And there's nothing like calling ahead to Rib City, pulling up to the back door. They're supposed to bring it out to you, but I hate sitting there, so I just go in. And they
have y'all
like
done the grocery stores have these services now where you order everything and then you just pull up and somebody goes around and gets all your groceries. Have you done that?
No. I go into Walmart. I've went into Walmart every day since this all happened.
Just for a stroll.
Yeah.
Don't even need anything.
I don't need nothing.
Just getting my steps in.
Yeah, like a mall walker, but just a Walmart walker. Dude.
Oh, I love it. I put on my mask and I just go in there and walk.
I love a Walmart, man.
I don't want someone picking out my food for me.
That's the thing, dude. I'm embarrassed about some of my choices. So let me go around.
That. I want to know what I just want to see my bananas.
Oh,
I think you should. I think you should order like
I wasn't thinking about produce.
I know you weren't at all.
Just order some KY jelly and like 6 cucumbers. If you could put in description.
Get the 30-pack of White Castle sliders day in and day out. You get fast food, but it's cheaper that way, because you get it from Kroger.
That's not how it works. I'm a very man. I wouldn't want somebody going around getting all my stuff.
No, I don't like that.
That's part of the grocery store experience. Is you show up,
there's stuff that's not on your list. You're like, whoa, I want that.
I'd like to walk around and look and go, hey, I would enjoy having that. And then
my grocery list is not very precise, So I have to go in there and I have to go down every aisle, and Casey hates it. She's like, I want to go down the baked food aisles, where the cake mixes are, and she's like, we don't need nothing down this. He's like, you don't know till we go down it.
Yeah, dude. You don't know what's down there. They got new stuff all the time.
That's right.
Check it out.
Who knew that I needed a bag of pecans?
Mine is like, the Cheetos has a mac and cheese now. Let's see what that's all about. And spoiler alert, it is not very good, man.
I hate Cheetos, and they put it in everything, like the variety packs. Do we go through this, Joe?
No, I just love
this. Makes me so mad.
You're passionate about how much you hate Cheetos.
I know. The variety pack. I don't care how much variety. There's
or the
always
crunchy kind.
I don't mind the puffs.
You don't like the crunchy ones?
No,
I like
and they're in everything. Everything. Oh, I hate it.
They're better than plain Lay's potato chips.
He's getting so fired up.
I would rather eat.
I'll defend Cheetos here.
Someone was selling those loose mac and cheeses after a show in Nashville. Oh, yeah? You guys already know who it was.
No.
I already know who it was. Think about who in Nashville would sell loose mac and cheese after a show.
DeHerm?
No.
Yeah, DeHerm.
DeHerm wouldn't be on a show. Think pickles.
Oh, Spinola.
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. I thought you were grabbing some Cheetos.
Like the loose, easy.
I was looking.
He bought like the Cheetos, whatever, mac and cheese, and he hated them. So he was trying to sell them as merch, as collectibles or something. Not the fact. Okay. He told everybody they weren't good, but it's like he thought they'd be worth money. You know how that guy is.
He signed the lid.
No one wanted anything to do with them or him for that matter.
He made Christmas ornaments last year, and he sold the shit out of them.
Yeah, but that's not loose mac and cheese. You're gonna scare people away.
That dude's very crafty, though. He can make anything.
Blow glass and
yeah.
Grow pickles.
He's a hustler.
That's what his Christmas ornaments were. Was his blown glass.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. That's one guy that don't need unemployment. He'll make money somehow.
Yeah.
He'll have hubcaps out there, and he's like, look, look at this dog bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
So what about you, Joe? What you got?
About what, Monty?
I don't know. I'm trying to keep the dead air.
It's all right. There could be dead air. I was taking a drink for a second.
I don't think that's not very professional.
I was just waiting. Monty starts walking around again. I was waiting for it to cut out.
Yeah. You're on the go all of a sudden.
I went up here closer to the Wi-Fi antenna. I don't know why.
I'm a pacer too. If I have a phone call that's like maybe any kind of phone call that I think will be long, I go outside and I walk around.
Yeah.
I can't sit still, with a phone call like that.
Yeah.
Man. My old telemarketing job, I had to sit at a desk and just make phone calls all day sitting down. I was so bad at it.
Yeah. It helps keep the momentum going.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
But for the podcast, you can't, if everyone's just up and about moving around, everyone's just walking, shuffling around.
What? Is this bothering y'all?
No, not at all. No, I'm just saying I'm just saying in order, if you just had, like, if Weber's doing the podcast with Nate and Bates and they're just all circling the table, just like,
oh yeah. So whenever y'all
like, it would be madness.
So whenever y'all did that mall episode, I mean, I could just so relate. Like Nate was talking about, just loves to go to a mall and walk around. And that's exactly what I do with Walmart. Just I love a mall. Just walk around. What do I need?
And you don't know what you need till you see it.
Exactly.
Right. And I'm feeling a little spontaneous. Maybe I'll get something fun, The checkout aisle's dangerous for me. All that stuff just sitting there.
Oh, yeah, the beef
all those impulse purchases,
National Enquirer.
I might get a word search book,
Yeah. Some gum, some juicy fruit.
Yeah, a little Dunkin' Donuts energy shot, whatever they got sitting at the counter there.
Yeah, I need a phone charger. Look at that. There's a phone charger. I didn't know I needed that.
Batteries,
I miss
3-pack
the
of
Enquirer. That was always good for the checkout aisle. The old tabloids with Bat Boy and I've always finding Bigfoot. Plus, there are no, everyone's doing the self checkout. You're really not standing in the aisle anymore.
Do y'all do the self checkout?
Yeah,
I do.
I like to steal stuff.
I don't do it. If I have a cart full of stuff, I don't go to the self checkout.
I do.
You do it with a cart full of stuff? How do you do?
Yeah,
how do you manage all the bags?
There's one with a conveyor belt. That's what it's made for. And so you let the bags stack up till you get everything on the conveyor belt. Yeah, until you get you get everything out of your cart, and then you can reload your cart. And this is the thing. Casey is so picky about how to bag groceries, so we kind of have to. We have to.
Because she doesn't like how the employees do it sometimes?
No. Well, I know. But there's groceries that go downstairs and there's groceries that stay upstairs. And so she bags that all together and, we don't have to sort it out. It's very practical in what she's doing. She's just kind of a bitch about it.
Say it under your breath. I love it.
She ain't even home.
No, she's not. And she'll never listen to this. She don't care.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Why do you have what is downstairs food compared to upstairs food? What does that mean? Like, do you have a deep freezer? Is that what that is?
Yeah, we just got another refrigerator down there. So all my TV dinners and whatever coming home from shows, all my food I can just warm up quickly and eat.
Yeah.
Late at night, all that's downstairs. And like creamer, we buy gallons of creamer at a time. And so that the extras go downstairs, and dog food, dog treats, all that stuff goes downstairs. So.
Oh, it's like dog food, extra stuff, and Monty's meals.
Yeah, it's
like
almost
Windex and stuff, and then like the stuff I like to eat, it all goes downstairs.
Yeah, she don't want my food tainting the good refrigerator upstairs.
Yeah.
It's like, here's the trash, here's the recycling, and here's my dresser. We keep it all.
You know what I did? I was proud of during quarantine. I put a Lazy Susan in my fridge.
I saw that. You showed me that.
Yeah.
What do you put on it? Like butter?
All the like I don't even know how
Condiments?
Condiments, stuff, either
Stuff
just
that,
bottles of stuff or like pickles
yeah.
or stuff, and you just put it all on a Lazy Susan, dude, and it just, it's awesome. You don't have to reach through stuff.
How long did that take you to do?
I mean, it took me longer than the time I'm saving, that's for sure. But because I cleaned out the whole fridge and I got the Lazy Susan. I got a couple of them now, actually, in there.
So have you seen? There's a refrigerator that's it's a Lazy Susan. The whole refrigerator. It's circular. It's
No,
like
I haven't seen
cylinder, and it's clear, and so every shelf is a Lazy Susan.
Oh, I'm looking at it now. I mean, it looks it's a little much.
Yeah. Well, it's clear, right? The one that you're looking at. So everybody can see all your food.
Right.
They come over.
And you just spin it around with your, probably automatically, right? It just spins around and you see everything.
What do you keep in the door of your fridge if all your condiments are in the middle of it?
Yeah.
I have, there's
the door. The door, they usually have the bracket, and that's where you put the sauces usually.
Like butter up there, and then like drinks.
Okay.
Just put in the door.
I just feel like a Lazy Susan would take up a lot of fridge space, A
lot of useful shelf.
There it is. That's what I'm looking. Yeah, where are you supposed to keep your Christmas ham?
Yeah. Yeah, Weber, where are you supposed to put that?
I don't have a Christmas ham, dude.
Not yet. It ain't Christmas, but where are you going to keep it?
That's true. I don't know. I'll put it in the downstairs fridge with all Monty's food.
Yeah. Bring it over.
Got extra space. Pop it in the microwave at 12:30 and eat it.
Yeah, it's all the reject food down there. with the Cheetos mac and cheese, man.
You get that out of here. That will never enter.
I mean,
that will never enter my house.
You don't like it? You don't, because you hate Cheetos.
I don't like Cheetos.
You don't respect the hustle that they're just showing up in everything now? Don't you kind of respect it?
No, it's lazy. They're like, we've got all these Cheetos. Let's just put it in everything.
I don't think it's laziness, dude. I mean, it's like,
I don't think people like Cheetos that much.
I think
people put it in everything.
I think they're doing pretty well, man.
Like Burger King made a Cheetos hamburger.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's whenever I wished they would go bankrupt.
Well, they had like Cheetos. God, what were they? They were something. It was like a nugget or something with Cheetos. It was like Cheetos shell.
Did you
Not
eat
very good. Yeah, I had. I tried it. I'm a big fan of the experimental.
See, you don't sound like a fan either. You're not a fan either of Cheetos. Everything you said,
it's not my favorite snack, but I respect it. I don't get upset about it if it's in my house.
I just feel like they got a surplus of Cheeto dust and they just put it on everything.
Did you see they sell at the stores now? They sell Cinnamon Toast Crunch dust as a seasoning. You can buy like a seasoning thing, and it's like great on ice cream and French toast and whatever else.
Is that not just cinnamon and sugar?
I think so, but I guess probably.
Yeah, but people will buy it because it's
it's cinnamon and sugar swirls all over every bite.
It's called Cinnadust. It's a seasoning blend available at Walmart. Get some next time you're there, Monty. Next time you're walking around.
Man, we've got the worst Walmart here. Like, doesn't stock anything. Like peach knee-high drinks, I love them. They haven't had them in stock in probably 6 months. And it's like the tag is there. Just hit the thing and reorder it. What else is it? Anything that I like. Vlasic jalapenos. I love them. They're the best because they're crunchy. All the other jalapenos are soggy mush. And the Vlasic, good and crispy. And they sold out. I bought the last one, and they've not had them back in. That's probably been a year ago. Our Walmart is awful. But everybody goes there.
Yeah, but you go there every day.
Yeah. I hate it.
Yeah.
Well, you love it.
I have nothing. I hate it, but I love it.
Nowhere else to go. I had no idea Vlasic even made jalapenos. That's the first I've ever heard of that. They make the best pickles. Had no idea they were doing jalapenos too.
Yeah, why wouldn't they? I mean, like, we kicked ass on these pickles. Let's do a jalapeno. And I was like, hell yeah. So I got on Amazon. This is how much I want these jalapenos. I got on Amazon to look for a jar. Do you know how much they want for a 4-pack a jar?
$27.
It's 32.
Yeah.
And I was like, God.
What are you putting so many jalapenos on?
You can put it on anything. You know, like I do my White Castle frozen hamburgers, and you just put a couple on that. We do taco night. Do some jalapenos. Chili night, jalapenos. Right?
You got themed nights at the house?
Nah, you don't. Well, I don't know what you would call it. I mean, we're having chili, so.
I've seen some houses, man. Some of these houses where they got like a chalkboard in the kitchen, and they're like they have the whole menu for each night written out.
Oh no,
Sociopathic behavior.
That's just bored. That's just boredom, man.
We're not that organized, but you know.
Yeah, me either.
What are y'all gonna have for supper tonight?
Oh, I hadn't thought about it. Now I am.
Yeah. Is it gonna be taco night?
I'm probably gonna
chili night. What about you, Joe? Go ahead, Weber.
It's gonna be.
I'm about to eat an apple cinnamon Pop-Tart.
You are?
That's my favorite Pop-Tart. You know that.
You're about to.
Guy?
Like as soon as this podcast is over, you can't wait.
I mean, maybe even before it ends, I'll walk up there.
Oh, I thought you had it in front of you.
That'd be hilarious. I just got it ready.
Yeah. His fingers starting to sweat. We got the Bojangles. Did you just spill your own drink?
Is that?
He's gotta clean up his Bojangles drink, getting fancy, showing it off. Go get that Pop-Tart while you're at it.
Oh my gosh,
that was perfect.
If that's a large, do you know that's a lot of
large?
That's a lot of soda. That's a lot of soda. I've spilled a.
My day just changed, man.
That's
Lost
a lot
for a minute. The only time I went to Bojangles with you, and it was the worst thing I've ever had in my life.
Not the worst thing you've ever had.
That was terrible. We got the old chicken, the old biscuits, the old everything.
Yeah, but it's not the worst thing you've ever had.
It was terrible. I'd rather eat Cheetos.
I
like how Weber,
changing a tire.
He turned the camera off, but not the mic.
I can hear y'all still.
Well, we can hear you too.
It sounds like you're changing a tire. Like you just dropped the.
That's what it feels like, man.
You just dropped the wrench on the floor.
Did you miss the table, or did the cap slip off?
I mean, we got a lot going on.
Showing it off like he was so proud that he had a Bojangles cup.
Weber, turn the camera back on.
Give me a second here. I'm trying to read.
I want to see what you're doing.
Yeah, I would have. This would have been the promo clip. Is just you cleaning shit up. As Monty paces around his fucking basement.
All right, we got a towel.
Y'all good now?
Soaking.
Was it a large?
Yeah, a medium. You know.
Okay.
Was it full?
It's full, man.
Oh man.
You got some backup Diet Coke floating around that, you know. Yeah.
I got plenty of stuff here. I mean, I got stuff, but that's just, oh man, that'll change the trajectory of my day.
No, don't let it.
Dropping your soda? Why would that happen?
Don't let it, Weber.
That's just, you know.
Is that carpet in there, or is it hardwood?
No, it's hardwood floor.
Okay.
You got anything?
So it's all right.
What else was on your plate today that's just really gonna mess with?
Nothing.
That couch ain't gonna feel the same now, is it?
I was telling Monty about this, man. I ordered a couch in I think July, and they were like, "All right, we'll have it in September," and I still don't have that couch, dude.
Where's it coming from?
Ashley Home Furniture.
Did you order straight from them or like Amazon?
Yeah, I went in, I sat on it, I was like, I could.
Oh,
this is good.
It was an in-person purchase.
Oh yeah, and they were like, everything's backed up. We ship all our crap in from China, and China's in a bad spot right now. I was like, oh, well, we'll be good in a few months.
Yeah.
Dude.
Still.
They said
Nothing.
maybe December 12th at the earliest now. So.
Did you see that video of the airport in China from like Sunday or whatever?
No, what happened?
They had, I guess, a couple like carriers, like luggage people, tested positive for COVID. So they locked down the airport with everybody in it or whatever, trying to lock the doors and shit and set it all up as like a COVID testing facility. So there's just videos of people panicking and shit and trying to push people out fucking doors. Like it's pretty, I believe it was Bangkok, the Bangkok International Airport, I think.
That's not China.
Oh, Shanghai?
Shanghai, yeah. Whatever, Monty. Come on, bro. Every time I do a podcast, I got to point out that I'm not a fucking whatever that geologist or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah. You're a cartographer, dude.
Whatever, man. I don't know where shit is. It ain't my business.
It's not my business.
I know where I'm at in the world. That's all I got to worry about. Shanghai,
I do that too,
Bangkok,
though. Like,
whatever, commies.
I do that too, though. Like, I thought Iowa was a lot farther away from Tennessee than it is.
Me too.
And like in Indiana, that's a very close state, and I still get like Indiana, Ohio, but I don't know. I'm very stupid with the states.
The Northeast is hard for me. Vermont, New Hampshire, I don't know which is which.
Yeah, that's another one. Like Connecticut, where does it sit? Is it close to Pennsylvania? Is it in between New York and Pennsylvania? Massachusetts.
Who cares? Massachusetts.
At some point, it's all the same. It's all the same shit anyway, ain't it?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's one of the, I don't know if it's a good thing or a depressing thing, but the more I travel around America, at least, it's like, man, most places are pretty much the same.
Just about.
Yeah.
I mean, culturally it's a little bit different, but places all got the same stuff. You got buildings. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting, but most places. But if that's America, because everything is at most, 150, 200 years old.
Oh yeah.
If you go to Europe, places are thousands of years old. I imagine it's a little bit different.
If you go like to England,
you go to England and then you go to Rome. It's going to be different, right?
Ancient.
Yeah. It's a deeper culture and
if you go to
architecture,
Cincinnati,
the architecture has been around forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's history on every street. There is some kind of history on every street because it's been around for thousands of years. And whenever I do my tour on the bus, like we'll get to Union Station Hotel, and I'm like, it was built in 1900. And if I've got people from England on the bus, I'm always like, y'all probably laugh at this, that we say it's 1900 because y'all got farts older than 1900.
They're like, we stopped building stuff in 1900.
Yeah.
We haven't built anything new.
They got a clock that's 1,000.
Yeah.
Big Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you go, I was just in like Columbus, Ohio, and you're there and you're like, oh, it's the exact same.
Yeah. And everything that we have kind of built is just built out of the same shitty wood. Like England, everything's, I don't know, they just have ancient stone buildings.
Yeah.
Like everything, all these great buildings. I mean, I guess there's some steel buildings, but those will tumble at some point in time, right?
Right.
But their houses,
probably before the stone ones will.
Their houses that they live in were built before the Civil War, and they're still functioning.
Right.
I think it's crazy.
It is.
Like you get a house here, a house built in the 1930s, it's going to have good craftsmanship. It's going to have that crown molding. It's going to have all these nooks and crannies and all that stuff that you don't get nowadays. But that's 1930s. You go over to England and they're living in houses built in 1830. And, there's been who knows what kind of history in that house. How many generations have died there?
Yeah, how many knights or witches burned or whatever,
Yeah.
These little cottages.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. English people are like cartoon people, man. They crack me up.
I love listening to in
Blimey!
English.
You know, blimey, mate. You know, it's just, golly, dude, get it together.
I've talked about, I would love to be able to put like some English lingo into my everyday vernacular. You know how
You
they
should add
say
some in, dude. Bloody. Start saying that.
rubbish.
Rubbish is good.
Great word.
This whole podcast is rubbish.
All right, Mark.
Or
I started saying, you know, South African people, instead of saying like bro, they say brew. And that's fun to say.
They say bra in Atlanta.
Oh, brah.
Bra.
yeah, that's
Bra,
Say
bro.
brew. Come on, brew.
They say bra in Hawaii, too.
They do, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, bra.
Yeah, bro.
Pick up some English vernacular. Bullocks, that's a good one, too. You can
Bullocks
start
is
saying bullocks. Cunt, you can start saying cunt a whole bunch. English love that word.
so like I watch English car shows, you know, Top Gear and
Peaky
Grand
Blinders.
Tour. And so like the hood of the car, they call it the bonnet. The windshield is the windscreen. The trunk is the boot. Delivery trucks are lorries.
Wow.
You know, like an Amazon truck. That's a lorry. So yeah, little stuff like that.
Start calling
If
it
I said lorry,
the loo. That's
the
a good
loo.
one. The loo.
Spliff.
What is
Very
that?
big, very big in England.
A
Yeah.
spliff is what it is here.
Yeah, it's a cannabis joint with tobacco in it.
Oh, is that start as an English slang term?
I don't know if it did, but I just know anytime I tell somebody I spoke, they're like, "Oh, people do that in England," and I'm like, "Okay." Like I guess it's a big thing over there.
Now, had y'all heard the theory that our American accent is what the British accent used to be?
I've wondered about that. How long did it take us to lose the British accent?
Well,
But
a lot
you're
of
saying that we already had it.
some
We
historians
kept it.
theorize that we kept it, and then they changed to what it is now.
Whoa.
I mean, that's based on nothing, but
Right.
it's fun to think about.
Why would they do that? So they were saying bathroom before America was
I don't know
formed, and then
about
they
the-
started saying loo.
I don't know
just
about
their
terminologies, but just
Oh.
the accents. And I think they started to mirror one of the queens or kings started talking like that. You know, but if you go back to like the Shakespearean days in England, the way that they talked back then was so different than what it sounds like now that they do Shakespeare plays in London. That they'll do them in what they call OP, original pronunciation, and they talk like how they used to talk in England back then, and it's hard to follow, man, because it's English, so you can recognize words, but it's so different.
Do you think, did they really, like Shakespeare, is that just proper written that they really didn't talk like that? You don't sit there and go, Weber, where art thou going today for
Well,
lunch?
they did at some point, but it was you know, it's poetry in a way.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of it is. I mean, I doubt people don't talk that eloquently, but
Right.
some of the language was how they talk. The cool thing about Shakespeare, and nobody ever taught me this in school, but it's like it's now when people talk about Shakespeare, it's this sort of posh upper class thing.
Right.
But when he was doing his plays, there'd be like common folk, peasants in the front, and he'd have fart jokes in there, and he would like kill to those people.
Yeah.
And they would love it. And then there'd be, you know, royalty watching it too, and they would like it. So he really like appealed to everybody.
Yeah.
But
Isn't that weird that
it's become
the poor
sort of like
people,
a douchey thing, but poor people loved it back then.
poor people got up front and the rich people were in the balconies all around.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
what they call them, the penny pinchers? What were they called? The poor people?
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard that.
They had a name, something for, gonna look it up.
Yeah.
But the poor
for
people,
peons.
yeah.
A penny
Uh,
pincher is a slang term for people that don't want to spend money. Somebody that's stingy.
Okay. So what was the peasants that,
I don't know.
and you looked at, well, look it up. Are you
Well, I
right
don't-
there?
I don't even
Slang
I don't know
term
enough
for
to
poor
Google it.
people.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
1800s England. I don't know. What was Shakespeare in the 1800s?
No, it was way before that.
Oh, well.
Is it 17?
La-di-da.
Is it 1700s, 1600s?
I think, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll look.
It's hard to word. I don't know how to ask. I wouldn't know how to ask that.
Yeah.
But peasants, we'll get that. It's just the peasants.
Shakespeare.
And it was all dudes. It was all dudes. There was no women.
Yeah, women weren't allowed to act back then.
Yeah. So
Which made it ultra complicated because he has some plays, I think Twelfth Night, about a woman pretending to be a man.
So it was a man pretending to be a woman to be a man.
Yes. Yeah. It's like, so when you take into account that they're all men, it's like that adds an extra layer of just being so complicated.
Yeah. It's like whenever I go to watch drag shows, I'm like, man, that is one hot lady man.
It's the same thing. Yeah. It's the same thing for sure. That's our Shakespeare.
Getting a little confused, Monty.
Yeah.
I don't know how we went from Walmart to Shakespeare, but I'm glad we landed here.
Into lady men.
We'll take it right back. I love it.
Love a good drag show.
I've never been to one.
No?
No.
There were a few out front in Murfreesboro. That old thing. I think they probably closed like right as you started or something like that. But they do them down there sometimes.
Yeah.
Not good, but they did them.
What's a bad drag show?
Just like a 60-year-old man.
Oh, just age? That's the only
I think so, yeah.
You lose some of your spring in your step.
Yeah.
When you get older, I guess.
Yeah, I want a nice male figure.
Lively, yeah, little spry drag queen.
Where are you going for your drag shows, Monty? You want to get a quick plug in?
Yeah, the Walmart in Cookeville.
We used to have one here in Cookeville. It was when they would do like once a month. They would do a open mic kind of drag show. So those were fun, but that's been years ago. We did a show in Clarksville last year, and they were doing a drag show after our comedy show, and that
hung around.
I did. Of course I did. But they wasn't as the caliber that I would expect or enjoy.
Oh, you weren't impressed?
No. I had one he's probably like 7 foot tall, and he was the best looking one there. Little short skirt. Still had the stubble on his face though. I didn't like that. Clean up before you come out, buddy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. You gotta make him. Yeah, he's got to earn it.
Yeah.
Can't be coming up here looking like trash trying to pick up our money.
Yeah. Come out here like you just got out of the factory working melting steel, and then come out here and put on your dress.
You can't come straight from the mill, dude. Go home and get dolled up.
Yeah. Come out here with that Jiffy Lube oil still on you, and then trying to make my pecker hard. Do we go too far, Weber?
No, that's the perfect place we need to go.
Is it too much, Weber?
No, I love it. So anyway, Shakespeare.
Yeah.
It is.
I can't find the word. I've been looking at it. I can't find the word you're
For
talking
poor
about.
people.
Yeah.
Oh,
Slang
boy.
wall? Is that it?
Try to go back to this shit.
That's all right. We'll move on.
No, it's okay.
I was trying to
yeah,
help.
you tried to diffuse the situation by letting us know you couldn't find something we were looking for 10 minutes ago. Because someone's uncomfortable
I'm not uncomfortable.
Because
dude.
Monty's too comfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable. Monty's doing laps around his estate.
Got to get all that blood out of his dick.
I have to walk over here to the west wing of the manor.
The West Wing.
Yeah,
I love it. The Oval Office.
of the Junebug Manor.
Uh-huh.
I was going to try to look it up and see if I can word it any better.
Okay, now everyone's getting on this word thing.
Well, Shakespeare invented a lot of words, man.
Made them up.
He did make up a bunch, yeah. But also a lot of
Did he?
expressions. A lot of expressions that are used in like common.
So Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet, right? Was Juliet played by a fella too? Is that what that mean, or
Oh,
did
yeah.
that come late enough into the run where women? When were women allowed to act? Because boy, oh boy, they sure do love to act up now. I know that much.
So women were first permitted to perform in English stages in the early 1660s.
So Shakespeare was
after-
before that.
Yeah, after Shakespeare.
Holy hell.
Yeah, Shakespeare died in 1616. So 50 years after he died, women were
Groundlings. It's the groundlings. That's what those poor people are. Weber, I'm so
Groundlings?
Yeah, groundling.
Well, you
With a
called them,
D?
to be fair, you called them penny pinchers, which is
Well.
not close.
Well, I knew there was a word for it. So groundlings. All right. You've been
What did
looking
you search
for 10
to find
minutes.
that? What did you search to find that?
You know what I did? I put in Shakespeare poor people up front.
It's not a
And it
bad
pop-
Google, man.
It
It's not a
popped
bad
up.
Google. That's well done.
I got what I wanted. So it's the pit and the upper levels. Right there's the theater. Yeah.
The word puking, Shakespeare invented that.
He's like the Eminem of medieval times. Just-
I think so. I think that's a good parallel. Wild goose chase, he invented that. I'll just go until Joe gets.
Yeah,
How do you
keep
come
going.
up with that, you know?
You know,
That's very clever. No, keep going.
good riddance. Good riddance. He invented that.
That's-
What did they say
Wow.
before that?
I don't know. As luck would have it, that's a Shakespeare phrase.
How do we know he didn't steal all these?
He might have. A lot of people think he did steal a lot of it
You know?
because,
Or not steal it, but heard it from somebody else or whatever, an uncle,
he might
some
have.
shit like that.
That's what great artists do, right?
Yeah,
They
yes,
absorb
true.
things.
Yes. Yeah.
Break the ice, icebreaker.
Mm.
That's Shakespeare.
I bet
Huh.
somebody said that before. I bet somebody was out there with a hammer going, I'm going to break this ice.
But he was famous. He had the platform to be able to make it mainstream.
Okay. That just seems like something a lot of people would have said at some point in time. If they were
You know-
around ice, you know what I mean?
But to use it to mean what we know it as to mean
Yeah,
now.
to use it metaphorically.
Right. Knock, knock, who's there? Shakespeare invented that, dude.
Okay. Telling the jokes or just those four words, I guess.
The jokes.
He made up
invented
knock
the
knock
joke.
jokes. He was the first one to
made
do
up-
knock knock
He
jokes.
made up knock, knock jokes, dude.
I don't know about that. All right.
Well, who do you think made it up, Joe?
God, of course, Lord in heaven.
That
It's
was
in the Bible.
It was in Genesis.
Yeah, yeah. Someone
God
said knock
said-
knock. God said who's there?
On the
He
third
would-
day, God said
He
knock,
had to
knock.
he had to make Adam and Eve so he could tell that joke.
He thought of the joke and he was like, I need an audience for this. Dude.
I have nobody to talk to. I need
I need
need
a
to-
crowd, man.
to create somebody in my own image. And like the first thing, that's what he did. He like molded Adam out of clay and then he's like, hey, knock knock. Who's there? Garden of Eden. Get out of here.
Not the best one, but the first one, right?
Right.
That's all that
You know,
matters.
God's gonna be like everybody else. He sucks the first time.
Gotta get a few reps in.
Yeah.
Let me
Gotta
try
get
it
some
on Eve
stage
now.
time. Gotta get some of that stage cloud time.
I'm glad Shakespeare invented so much.
That's
Yeah, good dude.
Great dude.
Was he?
He's smoking a ton of weed. That's what people think.
Oh, I like him. No, I like him.
Well, they found like, I don't know, like a pipe, and they found residue in the pipe, Shakespeare. So they just think he was just getting high and writing all these sonnets. You know,
that sounds right. Just saying a bunch of stuff that doesn't make sense. Going, hey, break the ice, but it's not like, it's like you're talking to somebody, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the knock knock. Who's there? He was just paranoid.
Yeah. Who is there?
Who's there? That's starting to make sense.
Who art at my front door? Knocketh. Who is there?
Knocketh. Who is there?
Who is there?
Who is there? One fell swoop.
Back to it. Hell yeah.
That's a name. That's a Shakespeare. Pretty amazing. Just give it a look. You know, read through it. A lot of impressive stuff there.
I don't think I've read. We read something in high school, but
they're not a fun read, dude.
Yeah, they don't seem like it.
I got this book, or it was a website when I was in high school, and they'd have Shakespeare on the left, and then they translated it on the right to like normal English.
Yeah.
And I would just read the normal English version so I could actually understand what was going on.
Well, it's not necessarily something that's meant to be read unless you're studying plays, right? It's supposed to be seen, but for some reason, everyone's supposed to read it even when you don't give a damn about plays.
Exactly.
Give me Leo. Give me Leo as Romeo. That's all I need to know.
Right.
And that other lady.
I forgot Leonardo DiCaprio.
That was Romeo. Romeo with a handgun.
Did he really have a handgun?
Yeah, in that movie. It was all like updated. They had fast cars and handguns, and there was like gang wars and shit going on. And
Juliet it took place in modern day?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
I think we lost Monty. I think he checked out.
I'm back.
All right. It's all right.
I'm reading about.
I get it.
I'm reading about the Globe Theater.
The Globe Theater, man. Yeah. Now, if you watch Monty, watch some videos. Look on YouTube for original pronunciation Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And listen to those people talk. When they started doing his plays in OP, they started realizing that there were all these other rhymes that they didn't even know about because they were saying the words differently. But when you start saying it in the OP, you're like, oh man, like all this stuff rhymed. He was like even smarter than we gave him credit for. It's kind of cool.
So he is Eminem. He can make words rhyme that not supposed to.
Yeah, I'd say so. Eminem's the closest thing we got.
Yep.
Modern Shakespeare. All right, boys, we'll wind it down. It's been fun. Well, no, it's like an hour and a half. You know, I'm still trying to get the time with these things. It's like I don't want to take up much of your day.
I had a good time. It was a wild ride.
Yeah. We've been up and down and all around and been off the rails a few times, but it's been fun.
When are you coming back to Nashville, Joe?
I don't know right now. I got no plans to necessarily for the foreseeable future. You know, I'll try and pop up that way, do some shows, I guess, but I got nothing really lined up for the next couple months. Just sitting here. I got a show tonight and then mine that I'm running next month, but I'm just nothing on the road. Just sitting here trying to get my shit together. That's all I'm doing. That's what I'm doing for the next 2 months.
Right.
Before I even worry about it.
What do you got, Weber?
Yeah. Get your shit plugged in, boys.
I'm at Zany's with Henry Cho in December, and then I have some other stuff with him that I hope doesn't get canceled. Like the East Room open mic opened back up, and now that's shut down again.
Done again.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So, man, it's just kind of I hope everything opens up, stays open.
Yeah.
Figure it out. I'm going to take that vaccine second I get a chance. Shoot me up now, dude. You don't even have to test it.
No, I'll stand in line right now. Just watch me. Does it give me a tick?
You taking it, Joe?
Yeah.
No.
Ever?
I mean, maybe at some point in time, but no, definitely not first round.
I'll be.
You already got autism.
Not rush first round. I'm worried about my rights being violated, Monty. Thank you very much.
They're gonna put a microchip in it whenever they.
Nah, that's everything. Everything already is microchipped. I ain't worried about that shit. I'm just ain't gonna trust anything that's been rushed through the system.
I mean, that's very valid.
I'll wait till y'all get it, and then I'll talk to you in a year, and then we'll see. Then we'll see how it goes for me.
A year, man.
Yeah, I got to let it sit in your system for a year so I can see what happens to you.
Okay.
That's fair. You don't want to be first in line for anything. I don't. Y'all are so eager.
Yeah.
Well, it'd be like it'd be like having a superpower. Can you imagine just walking around being immune?
I am already.
Joe, this is modern medicine. They have centuries of medical knowledge that's built on top of each other. They can make stuff pretty good the first time around.
Okay, well, we'll see how it plays out, and then I'll make my decision. Quit pressuring me. My body, my choice. All right?
Yep.
We're going together, Joe.
No, we're not.
Hold hands.
No, we
Me
ain't.
and Monty will go. Me and Monty will go
Yeah.
to the local.
Yeah, y'all go. Then you can go to fucking Bojangles afterwards or whatever it is. Monty, you got anything to plug? I didn't think so.
Coming out to Monty Mitchell Mondays at Zany's.
Monty Mitchell Mondays. Every Monday at Zany's. Have you been doing those regularly? Is that like a thing where you're pretty much there every Monday
I'm
now?
trying. I'm using that as my open mic. Yeah, I mean, as long as they'll have me,
Monty's been killing on those shows. Don't let him tell you otherwise.
I bet. I know. I'm sure he has been.
Yeah.
Check out Monty at Zany's in Nashville every Monday. At Montarded. Don't forget to follow him.
Yeah, you got to change that handle, Monty.
Why?
I don't know. Do you ever feel weird telling people that's what it is?
No, because everybody laughs whenever I say it.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough.
I mean, I've not had anybody offended yet. Is it?
No, look, I don't care.
I've had it. I've had that, for 8-10 years.
Oh, really?
Stick with it.
Your grandfathered in.
Yeah. And you're not on there that much anyway.
I know I need to be, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that happen.
Putting some stuff out.
Videos.
Let's do some more videos, Monty. I made those.
I would love to. I'd love to.
Send me the clips you want. We'll put them together.
All right. Yeah.
Because you got some stuff on YouTube. Some great
You're the
stuff.
greatest. You're the greatest, Weber.
Hey, dude. Anytime.
All right.
Hell yeah. That's a good note to end on. At Real Aaron Weber on all social media.
I'm going to watch Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio when we get up. First, I got to clean the floor. And then, and then after that, we'll watch Romeo and Juliet. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks for coming on, boys. This was a fun one.
Big fan.
I liked having you.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you, Monty.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Fucking
Happy
Thanksgiving to the fellas.
What are you doing, Joe?